This na news where every Sierra for receive with excitement, of course, and with appreciation to the U.S. government and to the people of the United States of America, because considering, of course, the area of focus where this money get for be spent on, this now one of the side and where they face the biggest challenge as a nation, when are the energy and electricity sector in this country. So for now we get money in that kind quantum day, and we're not alone, by the way, a grant. I think it's a good news where every Sierra for receive.
As a government, we don't agree. The procedures now we try for Falaso. And I get for make people know say, and the first thing is, where government get for do something, you make the plan, you send them to the opposition, say that this is a plan for them. Why? Because of the recommendations. And how the recommendation they come together, now the president now initiate them. Because he wants an inclusivity in government. Now he puts that one there. So it don't show say, we are moving away from that winner takes all kind of thing to sharing the development of policies, actions for development, and all that kind of thing.
As we mentioned inside one power headline stories them today, Radio Democracy go look inside the role of the government and the opposition for play inside the implementation of the MCC and the tripartite recommendation them. The program Good Morning Salon they continue for second as one for welcome now the program the National Publicity Secretary of the All People's Congress APC Party, CDI Attorneys. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning, thank you very much for getting me here. It's a pleasure always.
We get CDI Attorneys, National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC Party, and anytime from now, we expect the presidential spokesman, we now Alpha Khan, for joining inside the program. And we topic of discussion today, now the role of the opposition and government in the tripartite recommendation and set the MCC implementation as government signed the MCC compact. We for begin implementation after certain criteria them we want them now the implementation of the tripartite recommendations, and after that the MCC will come to force. Whose role government and opposition get for ensure say all this come to pass so that Salongo begin implement the MCC compact. Make we get CDI attorneys from the All People's Congress APC Party and the National Publicity Sector. Once again, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning again, thank you.
Government late last month signed the MCC compact with a $480 million grants for support the light system in the country. As opposition, how will I receive this news?
Well, thank you very much. No matter which part of the political eye you find yourself, this is news where every Sierra for receive with excitement, of course, and with appreciation to the U.S. government and to the people of the United States of America, because considering, of course, the area of focus where this money get for be spent on, this now one of the side and where they face the biggest challenge as a nation, when are the energy and electricity sector in this country. So for now we get money in that kind quantum day, and we're not alone, by the way, a grant. I think it's a good news where every Sierra for receive with sincerity and with appreciation to the people and government of the United States of America. That is one aspect of it. Second, also, it shows that over the years we don't make progressions in areas of focus, because let's not forget, say, the MCC of itself first start intervention at Sierra Leone under the previous administration, President Ernest Bai Koroma. In government, they approached the MCC, of course, then give the benchmarks as to waiting for score in certain areas of governance. And in 2008, I think then begin and we see over the years we make progressions in areas of the fight against corruption and other good governance areas. Then we make in 2014, this country began to get threshold of about $40 million. We again then be spent on the energy and water sector now some parts of the western area. So of course these governments have come, then continue, and we see say they begin for get scores, then we're encouraging, all based on these systems and structures we emanate from the previous administration. So it shows that for now we get compact, it shows the progression we will also don't make as a nation over the years. So for us that is good.
Now, for UNA, it good, but the MCC Compact grants, $480 million tied to plenty things, and one pandem, now the Tripartite recommendation, we about 80, we a product of the Tripartite committee, we then set up after the election, after 2023 election. Now look at the opposition commitment in this area, implementation of the Tripartite recommendation, with this money implementation or disbursement tie around.
Well, I mean, the U.S. government always get their position very clear. Since we get the elections of June 24, 2023, we win at the opposition as well as many local and international elections observers then get issues with the elections results, where the Electoral Commission announced. And of course, the several processes, elections processes, we know say be flouted, by the elections management bodies. So of course, the government, the opposition, we all decide say we first sit down together and talk because of the many political tensions we've seen in the country and the disagreements around that election day. So it is not just the tripartite recommendations, but we therefore first of all start with the agreement for national unity, we emanate from the Bintumani dialogue, we happened in October of 2019 it was, 2023. And then of course, that Bintumani agreements, they began 8 resolutions, where one of them are waiting you just talk about, so the tripartite committee we set up. But the 8 resolutions, then some of them, they were still outstanding. And so if you look at the MCC, then talk say for let the even start for disburse, we therefore ensure say government and opposition or the country as a whole for don't implement all of the recommendations of the Bintumani agreement, as well as to a large extent the recommendations of the tripartite committee. Say the recommendations of the tripartite committee now about 84 recommendations. So they were any day, but the agreement for national unity also, the way I think we still get about 1 or 2 or 3 outstanding resolutions that we're not fully implemented yet. So we, as well as government, get for sit down together and ensure say we look at all of the recommendations, then we expedite the implementation. Now when it comes to the tripartite recommendations, then get different one them. Some of them will not require too much process, tedious processes for go through. Some of them are just institutional changes, whether in terms of staffing, in terms of processes, in other institutions, and some of the recommendations, we need some statutory changes. They need for go parliament for some, acts or laws or bills for be passed into parliament. Some of them, they also will require constitutional amendments. We therefore go see constitutional changes, and some of them, they will for even go referendum, because some of them they will entrenched clauses now the constitution we need for be amended, and if that get for happen, then we get constitutional referendum where the citizens of this country go decide in fact whether then changes then they will the tripartite committee recommend supposed for happen. So these are all things that we not to things that will go happen overnight. But again, the compact implementation supposed to happen over 5 years. So we as a nation now, government and opposition, and we get for sit down together, make sure say we expedite the implementation of then 2 resolutions from the agreements from national unity as well as the tripartite recommendations. Now we get for sit down together, we expedite the implementation so that the people of this country go begin for benefit from this gesture we don't get from the MCC.
According to different view them, the day where we get the US ambassador now, plenty people now with Facebook page say the condition where then give, government too tight. Now, what think will be the role of the opposition, because the US government make and clear say all these recommendation therefore implement them. Una ready for come on board?
Well, first of all, people get for understand say for we way they read widely and we understand how the U.S. government or they operate around the MCC. This waiting they happen so not limited to Sierra Leone. They always get conditionalities for any country within the GIG compact. So let the people of Salona feel say this now just alone they make and so forth. That's one aspect of it. Then secondly, of course, Sierra Leone will get outstanding issues when it comes to one of the main area where MCC focus, where now political rights of the citizens of the country. We get outstanding issue that side. Let nobody not deny that the 2023 elections being heated. The people of this country get issue with 2023 election. It is not just APC as a political party. The citizenry get issue with that election. There are plenty international organizations, local organizations get issue with that elections. So we'll not for just shelve them under the carpet, because making sure that the people of this country continue to get faith and believe in the credibility of elections, and for even try for participate in the elections process, we get for give that confidence. They say future elections not go face the kind challenges and the kind problems where we see the 2023 election cycle face. So it behooves on us, all of we as citizens, for make sure say that one did not ever happen. And so if we don't get international organizations, countries outside of Sierra Leone, they try as much as they can for help we for achieve that. I believe so we for embrace that one. They will not foresee this as a fight against government. No, this in the first place now something we will help this country, especially when it comes to elections business. Democracy is very important for citizens. Elections very important for citizens, because government get power. The one the way powerful, we get the resources, then get the power for control. The only rights and power we citizens get, that power they for go to the ballot box and choose the leaders the way they want at every level, from local level all the way to national level. So it's very much important that we address this. And I'm glad that the first thing we hear about elections review with all the problems we will be get as far as it relates to 2023 elections. Now from the president himself, we're going to parliament and talk say anyone for ensure say he put together a committee we go do elections review. And of course later we self come in through the Bintumani agreement, and we don't get this tripartite. We don't together, government and opposition don't come out with 84 recommendations. That is incredible for us as a nation. We for embrace that one day, because it's not to just government sit down and do it for himself. The opposition government work together, and also people there, civil society, other political parties, them send in recommendations, they send in position papers. So all collectively then come out with 84 recommendations. So it tells you that indeed plenty things then we've been able with elections business, we've been facing need for be changed, and their recommendations then they will for take them serious and they will for implement them.
All right. Even though I don't come on board, despite the plenty concern that we wanna get, but the election, una still believe say the election will get yuki.
Oh, of course. I mean, if you not been get you will not for the talk about agreement for national unity now been to money. If you not been get you will not for sit down and talk about tripartite committee, and will not for the talk about 84 recommendations. You know, elections are a very difficult process. You know, now something we always heated. You know, even in advanced countries, you get challenges with elections. But of course, the sincerity and the manner in which you address them challenges, then they for make sure say they not occur again are important. And at that, we as a nation don't take up that challenge there. And with the tripartite recommendations, I feel say if we go as far as implementing the 84 recommendations, then they go help we a lot in addressing some of the burning issues we've been faced with the 2023 elections.
Would how within the APC go take the leadership in the implementation process?
Well, I mean, APC is a structured political party. We already don't receive the implementation framework. And like I stated earlier, then get different aspects of it. Some of them, they were in legal issues. So you go expect, say, with legal team headed by, chief legal advisor, then go take care of that one day. Then when are institutional issues, then people when are experts in the various institutions, then they, of course, then go serve now then committees, then they, but we don't get the implementation framework. We get for set the different committees, we go work with government in different areas, them that's their side, and they what we know say we for work collectively for implement them.
How the owner as party will explain the role and the importance, how important una role in the tripartite recommendation? I ask this because during the tripartite or the Bintumani conference we lead to the national unity or the tripartite committee, where Dr. Samura been the lead this process. You see after the signing, plenty words when they go around say, oh, you don't go sign. And even after the tripartite process, plenty word on the street now that Dr. Samura don't collect money, now he don't sell the party. How wanna go explain to our party supporters for understand the role of the different party them or body them on the setup for help the party for take part in the tripartite recommendation?
Well, the fact of the matter is people always go get them perceptions. Dialogue in any nature, not to something way easy. When you go into dialogue, you get your own view, you get your own position, the other person self get their own position. When they discuss for kind of the middle ground, both sides get for let go of certain things, for let and make sure say we not agree. That is what dialogue is all about. May not go sit there and say anybody collect money, because I know say that one they not happen. The allegations don't they go around. So whether person collect, person not collect, I don't think say that they not something we may go consider and talk about. Within I go say now that government and the opposition now they agree for dialogue. Dr. Samura Kamara and President Julius Maada Bio now then sit down one-on-one and agree say for dialogue. Dr. Samura bring the news to the party accept, and we go into the dialogue now Bintumani. Of course, we get our own position as a party, as a waiting we be want from that dialogue day. The same with the tripartite committee, we get our own firm position as a party. We not that now the mandate will give the tripartite committee. But at the end of the day, like I said, whether we get with position or not, the fact of the matter is both dialogue now Bintumani don't complete, they don't sign the resolutions, and also the tripartite committee don't present the signed report to President Julius Maada Bio. We get 84 recommendations where of course the implementation don't start now. Dr. Samura Kamara was the lead negotiator on behalf of the APC. He signed that tripartite report day. So of course we as a party, it is our obligation for ensure say the tripartite committee recommendations implemented, and at that we focus on now as a political party for ensure say we move this country go forward. Whether or not disagreements mean they, or whether or not people not do what they're supposed to do, I believe say we don't pass that stage day now, because the agreement now Bintumani, the resolution don't sign, the tripartite report don't sign, President Bill don't receive her, and the implementation don't start. For the fact say we sign them, we obligated for implement them now as part of the signatory to that agreement. So that now we on focus.
Now we want to welcome the presidential spokesperson, we na Alpha Khan. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, Musa. Good morning, my people in a Salon.
When we look at the role of the government and opposition in the implementation of the tripartite recommendation and same way so the MCC compacts, these two tied to each other. From the government standpoint, look at the MCC, we government don't sign, we don't get different spokespeople, whether the president or chief minister or different people they don't talk on. Now is the recommendation of the tripartite committee. Recommendations them we tied to the implementation of the MCC compacts. How committed government the if we look at the steps them so far?
The commitment of government, see the Tunisians don't talk, and that is the voice of a responsible opposition. You recognize the fact, say, that President Julius Maada Bio himself talk, say, let we get a committee for let we look at the things them. We know right. Now we election laws, now we constitution maybe. We all them after election results they announce them. People then get issue. Right from the first election after the war, 1996, 2002, 2007, 2012, 2018. 2023, almost 5 election cycles. That should say something wrong. Because anytime any one party win, the other one they grumble. And for let we put the country at peace. President Bio is a responsible leader, a man we like for dialogue rather than for begin to argue, although he's a soldier, he not agree for going at the battlefield. So let us start on the table. So let us come together. Now him put this thing together. He now advise us. The advice now come in the form of these 80 recommendations. When he received them, he look at them, pass them on to the vice president and look at them, the chief minister look at them, and then decide for care and go cabinet. For let cabinet go ratify them. Cabinet not change one iota, not even a full stop. All the recommendations we did, they accept them. That means President Bio is voluntarily not ready for implement this. So the other stage now Parliament. I see parliamentary notice. They call for parliamentarians. For me, they go Tuesday. So then all that for implementation. For me, they look at the ratification. Although they put say, then they go talk about the child rights back. But before that, the Attorney General may have an opportunity for lay the paper, and I lay no where they lay on the table, for lay parliamentarians and look at them. So all that, I'm sure, now for lay we expedite this. So when the opposition can talk responsibly say, now we and them, that is opposition and government, now we agree with the supervision and the support of the international community. It means Sierra Leone don't become of age politically. Now we don't know, see, when we meet, it better let we Georgia than we war. And that's what I'm careful. Commend my colleague, my friend, my son, say the party where it represent for now for me, they don't become of age. And that age day means say Salon go be stable. And the recommendations will be implemented. Those parts of the recommendations, when in entrenched clauses that they affect, then they, as I mean, they listen to Ranjis now, na fact say you get for go to a national referendum. But those that are not necessarily have to do with that, then go implement, then I'm sure the implementation will start in a lot of others, like the MDAs. So I don't see any reason.
You just confirmed the news we break out yesterday, say emergency sitting of Parliament, on Tuesday on the 15th, and you start for talk about some of the things. Is it this emergency Parliament meeting with the President don't call or don't summon get anything for do with the MCC or the Tripartite?
Let me tell you something. The Child Rights Act will quote now a necessary action point in Sierra Leone for look after the protection and safety of children. So it is in itself an emergency. But talking from hindsight, me not be MP, I know, say we can be opportunistic in Parliament. When you have an agenda, we don't mention a specific action waiting for take. The body of Parliament, management of Parliament, get opportunity for ask those people who have to lay papers, because the recommendation now lay the delay on Parliament and just lay it and leave it there for 21 days. Only if other person get problems. So I can see the possibility, even if it was not the intended reason for calling Parliament, I can see say that will be an opportunity that if it is ready, the Attorney General will lay it in Parliament, or maybe the Chief Minister. I don't know. Okay. That's what I would have done.
Okay. Honorable, when finally they announce the CESA loan, or President don't sign this particular compact, we may get the U.S. Ambassador and earlier on I asked CD the same question. People believe, say, the condition where they attached to the compact too tight. As government, on a feel say the condition where they give una very tight for this particular money.
The conditions were the inside the recommendations?
Yeah.
Now we ask for the recommendations. Now we don't accept the recommendations. If they've been tight for, we don't need to go through cabinet. We mean for redact them or put a flag on it. We did not. It can't go through. So it's not too tight for we. And now that you mentioned the American ambassador, I mean, they listened to him the other day. I think, see, all the technicality involved in the granting of this MCC, it been done really explain and clearly for everybody to understand. And it should say Sierra Leone deservedly be able to receive this grant. And I can tell you, not to be no more glad for this. The American government also is happy. Because yesterday, I didn't have vice president in office. When the ambassador go, he go present the pen where they take sign the agreement in America. They send them to him for making present to government. Now yesterday, he go give that pen there to the signature pen to the vice president. So they are also happy that the process is going as expected. Because America, in a country where for them democracy is the be all and end all. And we in Sierra Leone, when you look at the scorecards for this year in 2024, you go see in the category of ruling justly, we now deal with political rights. You see in the political rights category, we scored 87%. In the civil liberties, we scored 89%. Control of corruption, we scored 76%. The rule of law, 67%. And freedom of information, 89%. The only one where the fault we small, now government effectiveness in that category. Because there we get only 43%, which is just below the
this MCC scorecard for 2024?
For 2024, now I tell you so. I have it here. Right. So that shows you that even though we don't pass 2023, we make the decision for make we get the FY 2024 scorecard also show great improvement. So we have scored. Right. And they themselves are showing that their methods, whether they take for monitoring, they abide by them, we do well. Maybe even subconsciously, because when we started putting this together, this agenda together, the agenda was the focus. What is the focus? You invest in your people as a good government. Right. You give economic freedom to your people. You rule justly. Now that's what we do. So then they noticed that and Sierra Leone has been earmarked for this MCC.
All right, before we go for a short break, what's in the happen with the light system? Because this money particularly now for investor at the light system. What's in the happen where we still get issue with light recently?
Don't you the money no it? But this is a problem we've been on there already.
Yeah, because
in fact now for that make, I listen to me, small brother, when I really come. The focus has always been, for each government, even we own government who have been there, the focus was electricity. When we get the opportunity for me to give you a threshold, and then and come back later on, now electricity we say we could do in water business because they're important. So up till today, that problem has not been solved. But then they see we they make processes, procedures, and actions we will improve them in the future. So they notice, see, there's a gap. That gap has to be filled. And what is the gap? The generation of electricity, not in our biggest problem. The generation of electricity, at least standing, will maintain some kind of level, a tolerable level. But now the distribution, taking it to you, taking it to my people at Rubere Junction, taking it to Pujang, San Maleng and all that, taking it to Krubonla, 9 no day. How do you take that? If I want to go to Krubonla, I need a road. That road, if you know, I need to go. And for electricity, now wires you need for put the cable them. So the focus for this money, now for put the cable them. And when the cable then they, I can always talk them and I'll talk them back now. We are generating in specific areas, in silos, enough electricity. But you know, the road means no they for Kerango other side. I always give the example of Port Loko. In Port Loko City, we have a hydroelectric station called Bankasuka. It's a 2 megawatt capacity, which we need in Port Loko town now 500 kilowatts, probably 0.5 megawatts, which means 1.5 megawatt DD for distribute to other people. Right. We get the lines, we can send some of it to Lonsar, some of it to Lunge, some to Cambia, maybe into Mashaka. So you see that vicinity where we come. So the cabling and I know the problem. I make the focus here is there. Now Bumbuna is doing 50 megawatts. Now the Ministry of Energy already get a plan. Because we need to get capacity for expanding to another 50 megawatts with extra turbines within the ready for put. Now we talk with Dr. Kande Yomkela and the Minister, Dr. The Deputy Minister of Energy.
Because I just want to say the Minister for at this moment, not the President.
Yes, but we have a Deputy Minister of Energy one. He's a very capable young man. We can talk. Then we have also a chairman for the strategic management of the energy. That now, Dr. Kande Umkela, we himself now puts with the respect by energy business in the world. Right. So the two of them combine, and then they advise the president, who is the minister. And I can tell you, say, one of the programs that are on the floor now for letting them expand Bumbuna with extra turbines. When you put them, the dam is already there. We will get another 50 megawatts, 100. So when you get that 100 megawatt, Usa you go Kerango, you need the cable, you need the Okada them, the Keke them, for put the lights for Kerango to the people.
We come to CD again. You say we don't receive a notification for the Tripartite recommendation committee. What thing we don't do as a party since we don't receive them?
We don't receive the implementation framework. We, of course, they categorize the different areas them and how the processes for go. So we as a party get for SIDOM and ensure say we get people assigned, USAI, committees need for the day, so we go monitor the implementation of the recommendations themselves. Important that we get them right. Yes, we don't sign the compact now. Yes, people they look forward forget the compact money, but you get so many other things where they affect we in this country right now. Musa will get for continue for focus on also as opposition. Also, I want to say this. Yes, for sign compact no means say will they do very well as a nation. Also, no, we get several challenges. If you take the very MCC scorecard, you will find out say we fail plenty as a nation. And some of the key important things then, if the health is very important. Apart from immunization, you find out say we fail every other thing under the health indicator, and that's compass scorecard say. So it tells you that the Ministry of Health get plenty work for do. And we can see as citizens, where you go now with health facilities, the challenges what they face. When it comes to healthcare delivery services, now every side of this country, the challenges what they face. You know, when you look at the fiscal policy of this country, of this government, you find out also, you know, they work for we as a nation, because we still they get issues around inflation, the prices of basic commodities, they're still very high, you know, then they become unaffordable for citizens of this country. So as much as we celebrate the signing of the compact, government therefore also no say this not in any way make say government they do very well, because we the citizens self they feel the pinch, you know, in areas of the prices that they pay, where they feel the pinch in areas of the prices where they pay for the services, even in electricity self where they still get issues around education, where they see the high rate of failures now with higher institutions. So it tells you that some of the results where they see they come out from this WASC, the Beckers, when picking and they score high marks, when they go to universities, and they prove it. So something is wrong with the education system. We still get for focus in other areas than they. Of course, we still don't hear a lot about food security, feeds alone. How far are we with that? You know, we know the see, because not only that the price is high, but we know they even see we local produce enough in the market. Right. So are we really producing? So all these are all areas where we as opposition very much interested in. We want for begin for take on the government responsibly.
Okay.
On their areas, then they so go really address the issues where they burn the people of this country.
Now you just this morning you don't make it clear where you say una party will come on board for make sure say the implementation of the recommendation happen so that citizens will benefit from the $480 million. But concern whether they come out from una member them now that people ending at the party women go to President's bill na America. Is it true?
That is absolutely false. First of all, you know, let's be very honest. We get to understand how government they work. As much as people not go with President Bill in America from the opposition.
But Mohamed Bangura go.
Mohamed Bangura go, fine. But let me say this, as much as people, we all know how Honorable Mohamed, with now we position with regards to Honorable Mohamed Bangura and Honorable Thompson. But let me also say this, when President Nkrumah been there in governance, there are trips where he make, where he care people go from the opposition. The opposition members in parliament, they there for represent people. There are certain trips where if the head of state they go, a request on the opposition for go, I believe say any responsible country, then thing and they bound for happen. So it is no crime if the government they travel, then see say it necessary for let opposition join them for make certain travel. It is no crime.
So in this case, as you say, not to crime, it happen.
It not happen. But I just explain that for let with people then begin for understand. I think say we need for begin for bring some of their explanation and they to the people of this country. So are we saying if the APC happen for Kana governance, regardless of which disagreements we get, APC not for travel with anybody in opposition, even if we feel say something for happen, we will feel say the opposition come on board for let it happen in the interest of the country, they not for travel with the opposition. I go tell you a classic case. It's just that we don't sit down with politics, don't degenerate to this level. When President Ernest Bai Nkrumah been there as president of Sierra Leone, when I all know that one day, there was a time where Sierra Leone was supposed to get the vice presidency at the AU Parliament, right? And would I not be the candidate at that time? Now, you know, the leader of the SLPP in Parliament then, not to President Ernest Bai Nkrumah leading campaign, be vice president at the African Union Parliament, because as far as we were concerned as government, that woman they go AU parliament as vice president na Sierra Leone.
Okay, because
So
the
I
reason,
mean, so these are things we will get for begin for let we people know.
the reason why I ask now that
Parliament
they
is
say
part of governance.
people at the party they hide behind the finger and do things we not correct.
You know,
They
ever-
can tell the member them different.
It's not ever possible for let we hide from we members. Me as National Publicity Secretary don't always say my job now for communicate the fact to the membership of the APC and the people of this country. Whether a bitter na them is I go talk am. Whether it's sour na them is I go talk am. Whether it's sweet na them is I do talk am. Once na the truth. If anybody been travel with President Bill, I go tell you say no MP within a parliament where they serve the APC, no go just grab and travel with president where the party no go know. And if the party see a day in the interest of the people of this country for let that trip they happen, we will give them the go ahead for let them go. We will come and face the public and explain. But we therefore also make the public understand say opposition is part of governance, especially the one where they serve in parliament and we elected institutions then. When bill they go to parliament, we expect them for look at that bill they in the interest of the people of this country. We position as a party, we they exist for serve the people of Sierra Leone. We they exist for serve the interest of the people of Sierra Leone. And that is why when government they do something where we know say wrong, we they take on government. But at the same time, we also responsible if government do something we right for say this thing where government don't do it right. When government signed the MCC compact, we they had to talk about MCC compact. I not come Naya and talk say, oh APC will not agree. No.
Okay.
Because no responsible opposition will go behave so. Where if something good for country because you the opposition you get for Puelam, no.
When the president goes sign,
but nobody not go with president.
Why nobody not go with the president? Is it that they not invite una or una decline?
I don't feel say, you know, if they ask anybody for go, then go decline.
So they not invite una at all.
I not feel say we receive invitation from the party office at that time, and I not feel say if government they go UN, it be necessarily need for care.
No, we mean the MCC compact for go sign the MCC compact.
MCC already get a team.
Okay.
They get a secretariat where we know say headed by the vice president. We from the onset now then they do this lobbying till they don't go sign the compact and no opposition will be ever did it. So why people for begin to say opposition?
Would they come to you the way forward before we go to Alpha Campbell? This quick from Patrick Musa Momodu on Facebook page. Say, Mr. Tunis, you are here welcoming the news of signing the $480 million MCC compact, but your Secretary General in your party criticized the US government for signing the MCC compact.
Look, I don't know exactly what the person they talk about, but let me say this. We therefore also learn for, you know, distinguish personal opinions from party positions. My job now as National Publicity Secretary now for communicate the position of the party. When they signed the MCC compact, before even the news come out, we began with concerns as a party because we will get outstanding issues as far as they relate to 2023 elections. But of course, the press releases from the US government will clearly state say the implementation of the compact hinge on the implementation of both the agreement for national unity and the tripartite recommendations. We not feel say we get any issue as a political party.
So if anyway anything the Secretary General saying in your opinion, not to the party.
I'm here to communicate the position of the party. And as far as I am concerned, Secretary General had not put out any official statement on MCC.
Okay.
So you not go take within a tweet as the position of the party. No.
Okay.
And this is what I want to communicate to the general public.
What's in the way forward from the party in terms of a contribution for the MCC compact implementation and the tripartite recommendation? Quick before come to Alpha Khan.
I should say from me talk now, we're not there against the MCC compact, and we are fully committed for implement the recommendations of the Tripartite Committee, and we also fully committed for implement the agreement for national unity. We fully committed for support, and for make sure we monitor the implementation of the MCC compact where that time they reach in the interest of the people. But let's also understand, the MCC compact safeguard process when it comes to the implementation. And I'll sure say when I get the US ambassador now, go in detail, explain to the people of this country.
We'll get for the look at them, process them as we go along. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue that now. CDI Tunis, in the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party, we come to Alpha Khan. What's next from government in terms of setting this committee and ensuring that the recommendations be implemented for make the MCC compact grants come to force?
Well, I think we don't deal with the main item, the implementation of the 80 recommendations, where the MCC, they put a lot of emphasis on. As a government, we don't agree. The procedures now we try for fallacy. And I get for make people know say, and the first thing is, where government get for do something, you make the plan, you send them to the opposition, say, now this is a plan for do. Why? Because of the recommendations. And how the recommendation they come together, now the president now initiate them. Because he wants an inclusivity in government. Now he puts that one there. So it don't show say we are moving away from that winner takes all kind of thing to sharing the development of policies, actions for development and all that kind of thing. So for me, I think Sierra Leone they turn a new page. So President Bio need some commendation from us. And I commend also the APC for letting them take that attitude. Now he's talking about the feed salon, the economy and all that. Now, since the publication of the recommendations, that we don't get quiet in our government. For 6 years, when President Bio came to power 2018, the opposition was always on the warpath. We will stop now. We're not going to do this thing. We will stop now. We will cause this place for is ungovernable. If you have a situation where your opposition is telling you that we go make you at the camp, please, man, not stop me.
We can just say,
no, at the camp, please. No, at the camp. Now, that get for do. Because now they don't stop. Before, they mean they throw away obstacles in front of the path of development. Because anytime you try for raise insights, problems in the community, for let government know it will go before, they can go reverse. But now we don't start, instead don't see the progress what they make. So I want to say yes, it is good. Let me not go back into history because we know what happened. They are also part of it, where the government not be able to do all what you for do. In spite of the war they're waging at the world, we caused all these things. Now America and the fight for elections. The only thing they talk about now the cost of living, the high, the inflation, the high. It's all over the world. But we be the try. They say they know they see local produce in our markets. Now they're not true. You can see that leaf where they buy, which side they come out? Now Jamaica. Now they come out. Now agriculture. The potato where they buy now, yeah. When they say local produce, all the time they think about rice. Rice is not the only thing that we produce to eat. In fact, now we get that fault, we will left and give foreigner for let them plant the rest, what we can eat. Now that make President Bill put this feed salon program. And me, I invite now personally, and on behalf of government, I invite my young man, brother, to put Kailan on Wednesday. We will go give now the results of the production we don't do for this year. We'll get an agricultural show there. I'm inviting you. Let's go there. Everybody can pick you up.
So government need agricultural show for show results?
Oh yes, you do.
Do. If the results they know they feel to the people.
That is called marketing. So you know say produce the in the market. So let you go see waiting in the market.
Honorable, you get
That
fam.
is now they can place when I've been gone 15-20 minutes. Now wait the time to me. I've been losing that 5 minutes now. Give me.
Alright,
But
we're not
please,
going to
you
better
have
time
to be
again.
fair. Yes,
Okay.
that's why you left it to
Go
4
ahead,
minutes
sir.
to 9. Now you say let's go to Alpha Car, so you can tell me that. But yeah, when they call me, we're not going to give me equal time.
Oh, nah, una no can
Because
quick.
it's possible
Yeah.
I need for the talk about Sierra Leone. Now yeah, now me. I don't take now the shoes who say see the day now. I take now the other shoes. So I know both ends. Now me now the possible way, both sides of the coin. I know which in they happen.
We got offend temple you can access
That is it.
present and
Let
past
know which in they
government.
happen. So if when they call me more often with him, I'm able to talk to the population. Let them see how somebody who has worked on both sides sits in the middle now, and they look at both sides and they're able to give a balanced report. But if you say you don't see waiting with the work na salon na market, not to true because me where they can. Na mashaka na then they buy me petete and kasara and not to Jamaica na kasara they come out. Thank you.
Alright, well, we will talk to producer Michael Sambola for let you go to call you off on Naya, for let you go to come,
Yes.
you know, assess because you don't need that to
Actually,
start.
let's
So,
follow it.
Alpha, would they run up the program the way forward?
The way forward.
Yes, in the tripartite recommendation.
For
In
tell
it.
the people of Sierra Leone, make them get confidence in the government and the opposition this time. For say we will do everything possible for let we implement this. Now we ask for the tripartite. Now we ask for the recommendation. We don't accept them. And now the opposition said don't talk see. They said accept that. It's left to parliament. Parliament will talk to as soon as possible, try and ratify this so that this money also they will begin pull
Thank
up
you.
for let this country go before and the energy making improvement in this country.
Thank you very much for joining me in the edition of the program Good Morning Salon Alpha Khan presidential spokesman, and also we get CDI Tunis na the program we na the spokesperson for the All People's Congress APC party in the National Publicity Secretary. Today we will look at the role of the opposition and government in the implementation of the tripartite recommendation and MCC compact grants.
It's not just up for music.
Sweet music production.
Don't clean up. I did program this, where they educate you. Don't clean up. I did program this, where they inform you. Don't clean up. I did program this, where they entertain you. Don't clean. Don't clean. Don't clean. I did program this. Don't clean. Don't clean. I say this program not for me and you because it entertain you. This program had to inform you. It entertain you. Oh yeah. This program had to inform you. Yes, it inform you. All the daily things them where they happen in our country. Baba check there for inform you. All the daily happenings where they go on our country. Baba check just to entertain you. Tell me say Kokoriyoko. Before long go, so you have to wake up. Tell me say Kokoriyoko. Wake up, wake up. For wake up, wake up, wake up. I say this program damn too nice. It entertaining from you too. Baba keep program damn too nice. Oh, it entertain me. Don't clean up. I did program this, where they educate you. Don't clean up.